handle me. Funding the provision for the layer is a ocasul in relation to our way and the intercussion of our exile. It is the para in relation to a lay because it's just a matter of time. We can also mesh the third dimension in relation to and from the ancestors. Before and after, we may not work our patha because in the matter of time, we are winning the console by Nintendo 64. It's just our way to grant the issue of matter and to fund the way hey. Where is the mesh in relation to my left eye? What to know? It is the maximum number of illustration by funding into our way and also to and from our math condition of Jesus Mary. Because the condition of our Pakasu is our enemy and also to and from our way to undo the issue of a matter and to fund the provision of our lay because the mesh is based upon its anchor points and also to silence the shades of sun. The shades of sun is based upon our intuition of our overwhelming speed of our eyelid to conference our grid and also in that one. So whoever painted this one, Leonardo da Vinci, using the mesh, is an EQ of the eye turn. The EQ of the eye turn is based upon this art. And in your way, what is our total? Total, not turtle, but total in relation to your paintbrush to indicate illustrator. And the minimum amount of our grime is based upon a mesh. Victory has stated that St. Vincent de Paul has been ground in the third hierarchy of the Rilala because they're evil. But if they're evil, the look of our emotion is our Himalaya of the overwhelming concept of an idea by Andy Borchovich to share this mesh. And in this mesh, what kind of look would it be in relation to Buddha, the one on my Facebook? The third dimension? I don't know. But Dalai Lama, Your Holiness, you have a lot of funds. If we can achieve that, yes. In a matter of time, the mesh of the third grade will burrow. Emotionally, he's one of the human development by Papa and Galicia. They communicate to understand how to create human beings. But in this way, Leonardo da Vinci, our layer is just the way we mesh in relation to our illustration and to indicate which shades of the sun will be convincing itself into a true base heart. I'm married. I have a sick husband, you know. But it's just in a matter of time. The mesh of the anchor points, see? Namo Ayita. Beautiful leaf, isn't it? Or a claw. I don't know. It's up to you guys. But in relation to the mesh, the amount of sales by what law is that? How much will this make once it has been printed? The original copy by the painter, Raphael, is how much money will we get if we exceeded the overwhelming execution by Jesus' mother? Bash out. Sorry. See, the death is called bash out. So in the way we do our thing, do not think, do not work. But when we use the mesh, you can read tutorials, of course. I'll give you some. And in that way, we are sharing a mesh in relation to our third galaxy. And in that way, once we claim a mesh, we are indicating our ecstasy by Jesus. And our Last Supper is that once we share the Last Supper, we are born into tidiness of our mesh. See? So whatever we draw, when we use the mesh in Illustrator, if we know it's not tidy, it creates a lot of pixels. I used to do that with the Lotus. Yeah, I didn't know how to do it. I just used the tools and anchor points. And what happened was, the colors keeps fading into all colors. It did. So when we lessen the anchor points, it looks tidy. Then we can shade the color to create this pixel. See where his thumb is? So when we create this pixel, we are indicating our mesh by the grime. See? And each mesh by the grime is less anchor points, right? Of course. But some may be a little bit more to make some kind of sails and to indicate our path of our wisdom and to confess our 10 commandments in relation to the overwhelming execution of adultery and aligning itself into the river of the Nile. Moses, may I be blessed. Thank you. But in time, once we mesh the grid, we will foreplay the ordering system of its shades, and in each shades that we have a paintbrush in Raulela. I better stop these people's name. I drew too much and they're round. They're evil. But anyway, this mesh is by, see? Fabric or not? I don't know. Up to you guys. I'm getting tired now. Nearly finished. But anyway, in time, once we have the mesh in relation to our grid, the signal of our overwhelming execution of this print paint is a copy of the duplication. So how much point of sales, Dalai Lama, will we make by the sculpture and printing frames? Printing frames. Printing frames is the meshing of lesson anchor how. And in that way, by Ralph, is an indication of our shades, see? So by our shades, once we use the eyedropper, we got to be careful of how many anchor points we have. The more anchor points, it meshes itself into the confusion too much. So the less, it will display like this, but if it display like this as well, sometimes we have to delete some anchor points. It will take you a long time using the mesh. But in that way, the mesh of the anemone will actually be executed in relation to the cybertron and to position ourselves, see, into the Lala. The division of our Celepon Galicia, I work with you in 11th Downing Street. Is she your mother? Oh, I was gonna bow down, but I don't want to. Sorry. But I think I act gay and really girly. I think I don't want to think about it, but anyway. Yeah. But anyway, there's no one around me. I'm just not an actor or an actress. But anyway, I don't want to. Anyway, last resort. Our painting has been somehow working out something. But look at this mesh. See? Does it look like two eyes and a nose or a big thing down here, long thing? So when we mesh, we're using the eyedropper to correct the color and the shades, but we've got to be careful because the more anchor points, it will mesh itself and sometimes it creates simple colors and dark colors, but we want to create the shades. We have to actually correct the anchor points like this. See? So in that way, we are meshing into approximately 22.9 profit sales by this paint. And when we do that, see, we are revisioning the mesh in the third dimension. So, to claim our law, we are sharing into the mesh, and each mesh, see, we are indicating the shades of the shadow, and the shade of the shadow is by Ralph to challenge Leonardo da Vinci for the Last Supper. And in so, when it looks 3D, Markel, that's what you call it, not dimensions. That's what you call it on Facebook. I'm not going to say that one. That would be. So in that way, when we're meshing, I'll flag this one. When we're meshing, we are saluting the third diblum of the foreleg. See? Also, delicious mother. If you want to mesh the material, you may to make sewing. Another day. But you can practice. Oh, the fabric place in Oakley. I went there a long time ago. So when you make like design fabric, yeah, using the mesh, later you can make some sales. Later, not yet. But anyway, last one. I'm getting tired. Anyway, see. Ooh. Anyway, so when I'm ready, I'll give this to Galicia. She's here, the statue of Galicia's here. And her mother can have a bit of fun with this. It gives her ideas and stuff. Yeah, it's beautiful fabric, this one. So when we make fabric using illustration, meshing the fabric, we can have a catalog and stocking and stuff like that. Blah, 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 blah. See? She's got no room. But anyway, see? So, see? Versace. We get good fabric, we can make really good sales. But Waterloo is going to be busy by accounting next time. I'm a bit tired. Just my stupid brain wave. Does it look 3D? I don't know. Ask Jamie, old friend of mine on PHPBB. Does it look the media device? The media device? Oh. You can have some sales point in relation to this kind of thing. So after Galicia's mother, she can record some and make some advert in the media using these kind of things, shape, you know. I might as well give it. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna shut up. I'll give it to Galicia. But she doesn't have room. Oh, look at this. Oh, I'm old. Anyway, it's finished. See? I'm not a fashion designer, no. See? The depth. Satin? Yeah, looks like satin, but it's not satin. See? See?